Hello, YouTube. It is I, Mickey Richards here, and today it's Antique Time with Mickey. Yeah, that title needs work, but this is the first of the series. I guess it might be a series where I show off some of my antiques to you, and possibly I'll sell some of these antiques if I can make a decent profit versus what I paid for it. So. Most of the antiques and junk and collectibles I get at yard sales, thrift shops, church rummage sales, all these places. Occasionally, they'll have a good deal at a one of these antique mall places, and I'll get something there. But usually they're overpriced. I like getting it from the source, like every other antiques collector dealer does. You know, old barns, somebody's cleaning out their garage, you know, they have some old bottles and electronics and things, whatever. This, if you're wondering what this is, which I'm going to show you today, is a piece of old electronic equipment. I like electronic equipment, you know, old tape recorders and cameras and projectors and all that old stuff. I collect a lot of it. So, you see projectors and old tape players all the time. They're usually not that valuable unless they're a high-end model. This is fairly unique, and I'm guaranteeing most people do not have something like this. I picked this up at my local Salvation Army about a couple months ago. And I saw it. I had no clue what it was. It looked really unique and vintage, so I had to snatch it. It was like $6, and I said, I can't pass this up. So what is this? First off, as you can see, this here is a box. Heavy box that weighs probably over 10 pounds. As you can see on here written, Transformer on Spencer Lens Co., Buffalo, New York. And my hand is twitching because it's so heavy. And this is a lamp. Handheld lamp that goes with the box, connects to it. This is, ta-da! A vintage, oh god, that's cheesy. This is a vintage Cataracts light, a piece of medical equipment used by doctors, I guess, to check if you have cataracts. Either during surgery, so they could see the cataracts when they were performing on you, or just in the office, in the doctor's office, checking your eyes to see if you have cataracts. Right, cataracts, I believe, are the film that covers your eyes, so you see the floaty things more often and it's harder to see. It's like a film over your eye. Anyway, this is vintage cataracts detector. Probably from the 40s or the 50s with the research I've done. I don't think it's any earlier. I don't think it's any later. I can't see this being later than the 60s. So, as you can see, this box here is pretty ratty, sort of. It's metal. It's got a nice plasticky, sort of a vintage, gray coating of a thick paint-like material, which is coming off like crazy. It's completely flaking off. In the end, I might just scrape this whole thing down and paint it brown, or paint it gray, because all this thick paint is coming right off. It was kept outside of my shed for a couple weeks or a month, and that accelerated the flaking of the paint and the cracking. So, it still works fine, it's just the paint's coming off. This lens is, however, in perfect shape. This, also from Spencer Lens Co. I don't know if you can read that, but it says, Hagu Cataract Lamp, or Hagu, Hague, Cataract Lamp, manufactured by Spencer Lens Co., Scientific Instrument Division, American Optical Company, made in USA, patent pending. Okay. And on this side, there is a nice on-off switch with a nice little, kind of a vintage look to it. Ugh. Now this does work, however the cords are pretty old, so they're not the safest, but every time I've tried to use it, it works fine. This is the weirdest of cords. In the front here is where you connect the lamp cord to the machine, the box, transformer. And it has a really weird cord. It's like two, but they're at different angles. It's kind of weird. So I'm gonna plug this in. Which way? Hold on. I'm bad at this. It's kind of weird. Ugh. Okay, that's in. And now we have the cord for the transformer. Right, it's an old cord. Not the safest, but it's worked and hasn't shocked me, so it's pretty solid. There's no real serious cracking or anything I can see. So I'll just demonstrate it for you. Now it's plugged in. We're going to turn it on. You might hear the noise, you might not on YouTube. So it'll take a minute, but the light here is going to turn on. And you already might be able to see there is a color coming out. It is a nice purplish color. I'll just leave it here as you can see it light up. Nice purplish color. As it goes, it gets brighter. And I guess you would use this handheld to look into somebody's eye. Right? Yeah, see, it gets brighter. And you'd shine this into somebody's eye, and you would see if they have cataracts. I know the color in this video is a little bluish, it's a little off, but I'm trying to get the settings right on my webcam, and it's not the greatest. But so as you can see, shining it on my face, shine it in my eye, and it will show you, to some extent, if you have cataracts. That's creepy. So, I guess it works. It's a weird, bulky, handheld thing. I don't think doctors would like using this. I think they'd rather prefer a light on a stand or something, instead of having to hold this awkwardly with a nurse or something while you look in their eye. But it does the job. Oh, as you can see, the light's shining here. Woo! Woo! Ah, God. Well, it works. So this is cool. One day I might sell this online for like, I don't know, $50 or something. We'll see. You might go, oh, Mickey, you paid only $6 for it. Well, that's business. You know, there's somebody out there in this country who collects vintage medical equipment and is like, holy crap, dude, that's awesome. That is so cool looking. Like, I want to get my hands on one of those. You know? Somebody out there is dying to get their hands on something like this. I'm guessing there are not that many of these out there. I'll show you the handle up close, in case you wanted to see it. I don't think I showed that yet. Yeah. So this is not an advertisement video yet, per se. It's just sort of a showing you what I have video. So this was a demonstration of the Spencer Lens Co. Cataracts lamp and transformer. Probably from the 40s or 50s. Cool piece of outdated technology. Now they have probably computers that can scan your whole eye and tell you everything. So, yeah. This has been first of the series of Antique Time with Mickey. Alright. Thanks for watching. Go do something.